welcome to part 4 of this BatRep featuring Orcs versus Space Marines. On to Orcs turn 4. Start off with the knob moving out of dangerous terrain. There's the dangerous terrain roll. Next up, the Ludas are going to fire at the squad in front of the knob. They get 3 shots each, and that's 12 shots and 4 hits and 2 wounds, and they make both the saves. Next, the knob's going to fire with its bolt pistol, its shooter pistol, but it fails to hit. Next, the bikes are going to fire. They get 6 shots. It's twin links. They get 2 hits, 1 wound, and Paul fails to save, so 1 Marine's gone. Now on to assault. The bikes are moving up, and the Space Marines are going to attack first. They get 4 attacks, so it's 2 hits, and then it'll be 2 wounds. And unfortunately managed to fail both those saves. So 1 bike is gone, and the knob now has 1 wound against him. Now the knob does get to retaliate, and he gets 4 attacks and 4 hits and 4 wounds. And since it's Power Claw, that wipes that squad completely out. Now the other knob is going to make its dangerous terrain check as it moves out of dangerous terrain and move up. Space Marines get 5 attacks. They get 1 wound and fail to do anything. Now the knob gets to counterattack. He gets 4 attacks. He gets 1 wound, and because it's not it's a Power Claw, they don't get to save it. And they manage to make their combat resolution test. Apparently, I can't spell Space Marine. Next on the Space Marine's turn, they're moving up the Dreadnought, and then he's going to move the captain and the sergeant through dangerous terrain. Now the sergeant's going to fire with his bolt pistol. He gets 1 hit and 1 wound, and I managed to make a save. So next up, the Hunter Killer Missile is going to target the knob on bike, but fails to hit. The 2 Devastators are going to attack the knob bike. Gets 2 hits, 1 wound, and I managed to make that save as well. Now the Dreadnought's going to fire its assault cannon at the Ludas, so it gets 4 hits, 3 wounds, and because it's only a armor of 6, save of 6, that's 3 gone. Next up, the missile launcher is going to fire, but misses, and that was the leadership for the Ludas, and they make that. So next up, the captain and sergeant are moving up. Now the sergeant is going to attack the knob bike. He gets 4 attacks, 1 hit, and 1 wound, and I fail it. So that knob biker is gone, so he's going to move up towards the objective and get behind a little bit of cover there. So now on to the other knob. So the Space Marines get 4 attacks, which they get 2 hits and 1 wound. I managed to fail that, but only then I take 1 wound against the knob, leaving him with 1. Now the knob counterattacks. He gets 3 attacks and 2 wounds. And those are, because they're Power Claw, they don't get to make the save, so it leaves 1 guy. So that's the end of turn 4. So, turns are going by much quicker because there's just less stuff on the table to attack. And as you can see, the knob bikes have been completely wiped out. The Ludas are getting whittled down by the Dreadnought. So we're on to Orcs turn 5. So the Orcs start off by firing at the 1 remaining sergeant in that squad with the Ludas. They get 2 shots and manage to fail both of them. So quickly into assault. The Space Marines get 1 attack, which they fail to hit. And then the knob retaliates with 3 attacks, with 1 hit, 1 wound, and that's a Power Claw auto death. And the Marines make their save. So on to Marines turn 5. Start off with moving up both the captain and the sergeant. And the Dreadnought's going to move up as well. So both the captain and sergeant attack, but for some reason we only captured the 1 roll, so 1 Luda was taken out by that. Next, the autocannon attacks, so he gets 4 shots and 2 hits and 2 wounds, and because it's an AP, only have armor 6, it's an auto death. Next, the missile launcher fires 1 shot, gets 1 hit, 1 wound, and no save, so another Luda's gone. And now the Devastators want to get in the fun. They get 2 shots with 1 hit, and again, it's an auto death for the 1. So, leadership for the Ludas, they fail that, and they move back 4 inches, which puts them off the table. So the Ludas are gone now, leaving only the lowly knob. So the Space Marines get 1 attack, which they fail. The knob gets 3 attacks. He gets 3 hits and 3 wounds, and winds up wiping out that squad and moving back towards that last target, and that brings us to the end of turn 5. We forgot to do a flyby, but really the only thing left on the table for the Orcs is that one knob close to that objective, and now we'll go into Orc turn 6, which is the Orc knob moving in and going to cover. And now we're on to Space Marines turn 6. So the Dreadnought's going to turn itself around and face the knob. So we'll have the Devastators fire. They get 2 hits, 2 shots, 2 hits, 1 wound, and 1 save by the knob. So managed to make it past that one. Next, the Devastators, or the Dreadnought's going to fire with 4 shots, 4 hits, 4 wounds, including a rending. So we rolled the red as a rending save, and it fails the save. So the knob is removed, therefore all the troop choices are gone, so it winds up being a Space Marine victory. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you like this of this style of BatRep, please subscribe so you can see them when the new ones come out. And if you have any questions or concerns or recommendations or anything like that, throw a comment in the section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, feel free to swing by the blog. There's a link for it in the description section as well to see some of the background on this battle report, army lists, etc. So once again, thank you very much for watching.